Good afternoon. Good morning back home. It's a cool day here. Temperature, as I was saying, around 21 degrees, something like that. Has rained this morning. There is a fair amount of breeze. Whether it's going to affect play, we shall see. And it's a very good afternoon to Joe Dury.
Afternoon, Simon. Yeah, I mean, ideal conditions really, because it can get so hot here, as we know, which will be good for these two, I think, with the serving. And I can't wait to see how Coco's going to play, quite honestly.
It so much does depend on her. I think we know. Venus has been here and done that, bought a few T-shirts. We know how she's going to play. We're unsure. This is a first for Coco.
Yeah, I mean, the way she's gone through this tournament, she has actually got better and better. I was just looking at some of her stats, but she's now hitting more winners than unforced errors, that confidence growing, the serve working. She is going to be a real threat in this match.
Venus, the oldest semi-finalist at the Australian Open in the Open era. And she's not made it to a final for 8 years. Could this be the afternoon? So many firsts and little bits of history in this tournament. It's the oldest semi-final lineup in any slam in the Open era, with Marjana Lucic and Serena taking each other on in the second semi-final. Coco would be the first unseeded player to reach the final since Anna in 2010. It's her first semi-final in a Grand Slam in 25 appearances. And she'd be the lowest ranked since Serena won here in 2007.
It's just so much to talk about in the women's game, especially here. And, you know, the way she goes about her tennis, it's actually, a lot of the times, it's fun. I mean, some of the time it's a bit of smashing rackets, but you never quite know.
Well, she's earned her place here, that is for sure. She's had the much more difficult path through to the semi-final. Beat Jeannie Bouchard, then the world #1, Angie Kerber, and then Garbine Muguruza, the world #7 and the Roland Garros champion. She is mighty good. We know that at her best. Average rank of the player, she's beaten 28. The average rank of the player that Venus has beaten on the way through, 102. It's a little misleading, though, because she beat Mona Bartel, who's ranked at 181, but plays like a top 30 player. And then Anastasia Pavlyuchenkova, who was ranked 27, but played like a top 10 player through this tournament. So off goes Venus for her customary toilet break after the warm-up. I'm not going to mention anything more. I said I mentioned something last time, and I got quite a few tweets to say a lot of things about me, including I was racist. So best I say nothing.
It's ridiculous. It is. It must just be a habit for her, though. Yeah. Something all us tennis players have. You know, using the same shower every day, eating the same meal every day, whatever it is, you think it's going to work for you, and Venus obviously thinks that does.
And Coco is no fool. She'll have been aware that this was about to happen, yes. So she'll take it on board. A few stats for you who don't know Coco Vandeweghe. 25 years of age, ranked 35. She'll go top 20, though, for the first time on Monday, whatever happens. If she wins this, she goes 14. If she wins the tournament, she goes 12. A 6th Australian Open, this comfortably her best, never beyond the 3rd round. There's Yvonne Goolagong-Cawley, who was introduced to the crowd earlier on. What a trailblazer she was.
Yes.
First semi-final for Coco Vandeweghe in 25 appearances. Previous best in a slam, quarter-final at Wimbledon a couple of years ago. And we know, at her best, she is a nightmare to deal with. Venus in her first semi-final here since 2003, 14 years ago.
Time.
The first semi-final of the Australian Open 2017. Two Americans, one age 36, one age 25. Coco Vandeweghe won the toss of the coin and put Venus into serve first.
Play. Love 15.
Well, yesterday we saw Serena take time away from Jo Konta. I wonder which one of these is going to manage it today, because they both want to be hitting big. Oh, it's good use of the power from the serve. Van der Wey sending it back down the court, deep and hard.
Yeah, it's all a little jerky at the start here. Understandable. There must be nerves even for Venus.
Oh, yes, definitely.
Her 21st Grand Slam semi-final. She's won 14. She's bidding for her 15th Grand Slam final. Beautifully timed.
David Witt, who is Venus's hitting partner, has been with her for years. But this is the signature shot for me from Van der Wey. The forehand cross court was working beautifully in a previous match in particular.
Good serve. Not her quickest, but right to the line.
A little awkward. I think you're a bit tight at the beginning of a match. The feel isn't quite there. A little bit of a late move up. She made it awkward, the steps into the shot.
Yes.
Hasn't won a point behind her second serve yet. It is very, very edgy. Third chance for the younger American.
They're both trying to find their range. It was very polite on court, Venus.
Advantage Van der Wey.
Really needs that first serve, Venus, because her ground stroke at the moment leaving a lot to be desired.
There's one big difference between her and her sister. Very different service action because she's a lot taller.
options galore for Venus Williams.
First game.
Yeah, just stood there looking rather puzzled. The end, that missed shot at the end. You're not quite catching the ball right. This is what you're searching for at the beginning, to settle down into a big match like this.
Venus in her 73rd Grand Slam, her record. And of course a winner of 7 of them, 5 at Wimbledon, 2 at the US.
CocoV to serve.
Yeah, Van der Wey's serve not as pacey as Williams, but she's got more work on the ball. It's big back bend and knee bend. There's a lot going on in this service action.
Again, you can see the bend of the back in that one.
30-11.
Craig Cardinal, coach. The second row, the blue shirt and black cap. Used to coach Martina Navratilova. Well, got lucky, but she made the move, Venus.
Yeah, as her career has gone on, Williams definitely coming to the net a whole lot more. Yeah, strong and hard. And just going back to Craig Carden, who's been with Coco for a number of years now. But in the past, I have literally seen him sitting there scratching his head, thinking, what is going on court? But he's been very, very patient with her.
They've labelled it here, Loco Coco.
40-50.
Again, great disguise on the serve. Yeah, she's getting some kind of rhythm now. Dangerous times for Van der Wey.
Terrific rally, actually, by both of them. I was just watching Van der Wey's movement. She's got so much faster. But then right off the hip from Williams, there's no picking that one.
Advantage Van der Wey.
But that's the thing, that Van der Wey can stay with Williams when she's hitting the ball that hard. She's not flinching from it at all.
And after the trials of the opening game, this is Venus as we know and love her.
Yeah, keeping the pressure on.
She's made it. Final shot so far, and didn't she move?
Well, this is going to turn into a brilliant match if they both keep going like this.
Advantage Williams.
I thought that Van der Waay had her here as she went wide. How quick was that from Williams?
Second break point.
Let's press
She
service.
didn't hear it. Immediate challenge. It looked close. She was so fast in with the challenge, she didn't have to think about it.
It looked in. Been talking about good second servers, Simon. I think that Van der Waay's right up there.
Oh, it's out.
No. I'm astonished at that.
Game.
That's a harsh way
One game.
to drop the game. So we've had 2 service breaks. But so far, a lot of this match has been about Williams. So much better in the second game than she was the first.
Let's second service.
Yeah. Smack on the line.
15 love.
Well, I think this is back to the old days of Venus, the way she's hitting the ball around the court at the moment. Right down on that. I'm going to have to do a wow on that one.
30
Van der Waay tried to come into the net. Williams spotting it. What a move again.
Anyway, trying to take the match to Williams, but
40 love.
at the moment, she's not budging. Two vividly contrasting service games from Venus. Full of doubt in her opening service game, full of confidence and fire in her second, and she leads 2-1. So, can VenusW pick up her game to match what's coming down at her? These two have crisscrossed America. VenusW, a New York City girl, now lives in California. Venus, a Californian girl who now lives in Florida.
30 love.
I think she really needs this service game at the moment, VenusW, because Williams has got going. She got to stem the tide. They're both testing each other's forehands at the moment. Some lovely angled shots. Look at the strength through the legs. Gets that right leg underneath her to push off, launch.
Right shot, but couldn't pull the trigger. Just a look up from Venus, no challenge. It was long. Good depth. Venus, of course, who for the last few years has been suffering from this Sjogren's disease, which is debilitating and causes uncertainty. Never sure how she's going to feel. Can she practice? Can she play?
It must be awful for her, but I think today is the sharpest I've seen her in the 2 weeks so far.
She seems to be managing it very well.
Oh, tremendously.
And in a strange way, I mean, you wouldn't wish it on your worst enemy, but in a strange way, because she's had to play so little, I know she's wanted to play more, it might have elongated her career a little bit.
Definitely. You don't want to give Venus a short backhand.
30 love.
I think the same goes for Serena, actually. If you sometimes a lack of interest of wanting to play all the time. And her injury she's had, that's why they're both still playing.
Disappointing returns. It was a decent second serve there. And she's so much more effective on second serve now. Remember, she didn't get any of her first 4 points on second serve. And now already she's 5 out of 9. And she leads 3-2. So in this first semi-final, it's 2-3.
Oh, fabulous, backed away from the shot. Steadies herself, leaps into it, and then she's ready to come into the net. It just does seem to be that backhand when she wants to change direction off it. Van der Wey's missing too many.
Yeah, Venus thought she'd nailed that one. It's a really powerful hit when she middles it.
Yeah, Van der Wey just has a little bit more spin on the ball than Williams. She can curve it round the angles a little bit better.
Second double, but it was a bold double. And she is settling into this match now.
You have to be on your second serves nowadays, this kind of level.
Oh, wonderful shot. It had to be that good because it looked like Van der Wey had position at the net.
I thought it was a pretty good volley, actually. Nice and solid. But again, within her stride, Williams manages the shot.
Advantage Vanderway.
No challenge from Williams.
No.
It was very close, that one.
Yeah.
It's extraordinary there wasn't a challenge. They're not the challenging type, she particularly. Serena and Venus.
Game
She's been
Vanderway.
asked about the fact that she challenges so little. I don't think anybody challenges less than she does amongst the top players. And she said, I like to play it tactically. When I feel I need a point and it's the wrong decision, I'll go for it. Otherwise, I'll let it go.
Interesting. Well, obviously never had it in my day, but I think I would have been tempted to challenge quite a lot because you feel sometimes, yeah, you've really hit a good shot. Oh, yeah, she should have made that pass.
15 love.
Certainly not thumping the first serve. Her fastest serve, 173. Vanderway's 188.
Oh, so lucky. It's a bit horrible.
But there was time.
15
Yeah.
She didn't adjust. But Vanderway, sweet piece of luck.
Because it is a big swing and, oh gosh, look at that. Wobbled the racket head.
30, 15.
Yeah, it does seem to be a bit more breeze. Oh, no adjustment again.
30 all.
I think that ball toss just threw her a bit.
Missing a lot of returns. But her fastest serve so far, 174 k's. It's only 108 miles an hour.
I'm not sure Coco needs to go after it quite as much. Ooh.
Late call, so probably a challenge, I would think.
Nope.
Yeah, she takes
Game Williams.
the umpire's version of events as well as the line judge.
Williams leads 4 games to 3.
So one break each. But it's Venus Williams who leads 4-3. Three-four. Venus starting to serve quicker. Her last serve 112 miles an hour. New balls now for Vanderway.
Yeah, lovely serve. You know, she could have just swung away at that shorter ball, but it was
15
well controlled.
Super play from the younger American.
I think it's the first time that she's won the rally off that backhand side, Vanderway, because Venus has been hitting her backhand just slightly better, more consistent.
40-11.
It's a wonderful service game. If she can only return better than she has been, she's got a chance here.
She really took that in her stride. And as Coco says, you know, she has to stay with herself and keep playing my patterns on the court. She loves going cross, then line, come into the net. She wants to keep those going. Again, must be a bit frustrating for her now off the backhand side.
Yeah, so just about her best return of the match. Weak second serve, just 125 Ks. She was on it.
Yeah, pleased it went to the forehand side, I'm sure.
That was sloppy.
Yeah. Well, I thought she prepared for it, got all lined up, and then, yeah, the racket head didn't get through properly. Maybe reaching for it a little bit.
$40-15.
I think we got it.
Let it all out, Coco. Yeah.
Such a difference forehand and backhand at the moment.
40-30.
It was a late overall. Sure, there'll be a challenge. Close.
Yeah.
But it could easily have been out, that one. Again, I'm not sure she did overrule on something as close as that. But anyway, it went her way, and it went the way of Venus Williams. So VenusW will serve to stay in this first set. It's a strange one, we were saying during the break, Joe. VenusW, in a way, is on top in this match, but she hasn't made it count, and she's serving to stay in the set.
She's very near to playing very good tennis, just the odd unforced error here and there.
15 love.
She says she practices her serve for hours on end, Van der Wey, and why wouldn't you? And you've got such a potent weapon like that.
And she heard you.
I usually do a double fault when I say that.
Oh, it's a massive strike.
It's so quick and sharp, the movement around, and then the strike of the ball that Williams didn't even move.
Game, Van der Wey.
Club service game. Williams has got to find a way of getting it on the backhand.
5 games all.
All the winners have come that side for Van der Wey. And only one unforced error on the forehand.
Oh, that's a great serve. Right at her opponent.
So many unreturned serves.
30 love.
Yes, unreturned serves, 32% for Venus. For Van der Wey, 37. Both high numbers.
Well, she's been chiding herself for it. She's trying to make it happen. Trying to hit it flatter, quite low over the net. Just missing a few now, Williams.
Replay the points.
The line umpire made a noise.
Oh, I didn't hear that actually.
Nor did I.
The line umpire on the baseline made a noise. We're going to replay the points.
And I don't think either of the
I
players
don't
did.
know. I think it's only the umpire and the lights person.
I don't think anybody won or lost on that.
No, not really. Well, I'm not surprised she's serving into the backhand side.
40-30. Let's for service. Let's for service.
It seems to me as a lot of energy goes into this Williams serve. It's not always smooth. Whoa.
Game Williams.
That's what you call a body serve. And it means that VenusW will have to serve for the second time to stay in this set. 5-6. Had 9 successive games with serve.
Oh, that stops the run of points for VenusW. She'd won the last 11 on her serve.
15-0.
Been going rather smoothly for her.
Yeah. Venus creating a chance for VenusW on that forehand.
It's the shot she loves most. Just the way she moves to it.
30-15.
Such confidence. It kind of skips over, lifts with it.
Well, she missed the previous forehand, but that was dynamite.
Just that, the shape of her shot just generates a bit more spin. It really
40-15.
dropped like a stone at the end. Look at that, sweeping. You can see the spin. That drops right down on the line.
And there the backhand follows up. And she's into a breaker. Both played a couple of breakers this week and both have won them both.
Both players receive one additional challenge.
As the Americans say, this is a crapshoot. Can't really tell.
No. Well, Williams has certainly been serving at the body of VenusW. That's. I wonder if she'll keep doing it. Yeah. Well, that was going to the body. VenusW made more of a move. Space for the shot.
1-0 VenusW.
Must feel nice for her now for the backhand to be working.
taking your time while the balls come down this end.
That's a clever shot from Williams, just took some pace off.
One off.
Those long limbs to get the angle.
Just keep so calm on the court, Venus. Any useful suggestions from the crowd?
Oh. Well, it was a brave tactic. I'm not sure Venus was going to alter her tactic at all. It was a fantastic return.
I think it just was. I don't think she saw her coming in because the head was down of Williams, just hit through it.
Led, second service.
Well, that second serve was almost in the same place again, and Van der Wey's got the hang of that now.
2-0.
Tantalizingly close, Van der Wey.
Van der Wey.
It's interesting with such big servers, neither of them held serve yet in this tie break. And you really, have to have a good old think about where to serve. Maybe even sometimes taking the pace off slightly and hoping your opponent hasn't logged into it and won't step up.
It's a brilliant volley. I thought Venus had got herself back into what was a scintillating rally, but not to be. Lovely touch from Van der Wey.
Really good. That's the hardest volley to try, I think, in this pressure situation. To have that right amount of spin on the ball so it doesn't go too far towards your opponent. Like you, Simon, I thought she was going to get this and make something of it.
There's bravery in the clutch. She's got that in bucket loads. A little tentative at the start, as was Venus. But it's been good stuff since then. And she's got a chance now. That time the backhand worked wonders to within about a foot of the baseline.
Doesn't have as much topspin on the backhand side as she does the forehand, and sometimes it just flies off the racket a little bit too much. But now she's getting it going, Van der Wey.
Too good. Read it like a book. And here are 4 set points.
6-2 Van der Wey.
Set up with the legs. So strong.
She was teasing the net too often.
Yeah, both of them skimming the net.
6-3 Van der Wey.
Really good second serve. And she's playing to the manner born here in her first Grand Slam semi-final. She's a set away from the final. This match is so huge for Coco Van der Wey.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Say it quickly, please.
She'll go 14 in the world if she wins it. She'll be in the final of a Grand Slam for the first time. And also a whole heap of cash. More about that after this. Yeah, she's earned 3.2 million US dollars in her career. So far in this tournament, she's earned 820,000 Aussie dollars. What's that, about 700,000 pounds, not much less. And if she wins this match, there's another million Aussie dollars.
Whoa.
Another million.
Not bad. Oh, she's growing in confidence right now.
30 love.
She's marching around the court.
Thirty 15.
There's my calculation. Needed closer scrutiny. I think it's about 600,000 pounds, something like that, rather than 700,000 pounds. But she's not exactly strapped for cash, but it means a huge amount.
I was going to say, what's 100,000, Simon?
Glad you said that, Joe.
Yeah. Smacking her racket in frustration, Venus. strong striking, and that's how Williams was at the beginning of the first set. It's gone slightly away from that. But credit to her opponent as well.
It's one of the few baseline rallies like that she's actually won. Van der Wey's made mistakes, but Williams outplayed her then. Again, that volley. As Williams asked the question. It was a big hit from the back, but Van der Wey really on top of the volley.
It's just, you have to have confidence to be able to do that. It's just looking at the stats in the first set for Van der Wey, 17 winners, 16 errors. For Venus, 10 winners, 17 errors. That's big story of the match, that Van der Wey's turned that around as the first set went on.
Can Van der Wey keep this graph moving upwards, playing better and better, or will at some stage she start to think about what she's achieving here?
Love.
Yeah, plucking away on that backhand is a rich vein for Venus.
30 love.
Yeah, I think she's got to keep going to it as much as possible. Nice setup. She was creeping forward after the serve anyway.
40 love.
Off balance.
Game Williams. One game.
Confident service game, that one from Williams.
I mean, Venus has been out there playing tennis for how many years? I mean, she's been in this situation many, many times, so she'll work around it if she possibly can. I suppose time, you know, running out a bit at the age of 36, that might be some tension there for Venus to make it happen.
Love 15.
Now, in the past, Van der Wey has done this in matches where she's been great and then dips too much and then can come back strongly, but I'm not sure she can afford to too much in this match.
Yeah, she thought it was drifting out.
Love 13.
Exciting times for the Williams supporters. So what is this? Is this what we were talking about earlier on? Just thinking ahead a little.
40.
3 break points. spoken to love. 12 successive games with serve, and there's the break for Venus Williams.
New balls, please.
And the match turns on its head a little.
Williams
2-1.
2 games to 1.
Well, that game was an aberration for Coco Vandeweghe. The big question is it temporary, or is it something that's going to really hurt her?
Yeah, she mustn't let it last too long, those feelings. Now, she's promised her racket manufacturers she's not going to break any more rackets. Sure about that.
New balls.
That won't get it done. Not against Venus.
15 love.
Serve of meaning.
It's just sensing that moment, isn't it, against your opponent when they're having the dip, is to really push home the advantage.
Yeah, maybe she was pushing just a little hard there.
30-15.
Well, really clean hit on the two-hander there.
30.
Yeah, and the come-ons get herself back up to the standard she needs. Oh,
Yes. So confident on the volley.
clean as a whistle, that one.
30-40.
Well, Craig Carden used to coach Martina Navratilova. She'd have been proud of that.
Oh, lovely. Got down to it so well.
Break point. Oh, she took care of business there, did Venus?
Another serve actually into the body.
Use.
Vandeweghe couldn't do much with it. Williams straight onto it.
Advantage. Vandeweghe. Use.
What a way to save the break point. Only had third ace of the match.
Yeah. Another one makes the mark.
Advantage Williams.
David Witt, full of admiration for what she did there. Under the severest threat, 2 break points saved in style.
Oh, lifted her serve completely there. But interestingly, it's another one straight at VenusW on the serve. She's not getting out of the way of them.
Love 15.
This is really when you can't think of what's happened before, because otherwise the points will just run away from you if you don't sort of gather them together again.
No.
No, just too much.
15-30. Let for service.
See the pendulum moving. 2 points for Venus Williams for a second break in this set. Second successive break.
Oops.
Williams.
I'm surprised there was no challenge. It looked close enough to challenge, but she's not thinking of that, even though she's stacked up with 3 challenges. But Williams breaks. It's 4-1. Williams not looking up, but if she did, she'd see her entire box standing up and applauding her. She's played so well to turn this around.
Well, she's been steady as a rock, and her opponent's played a little bit better than her at the end of the first set, and then now she's gone off. Venus is right there. Never been one to panic, has she, particularly?
No. Unlike her sister, who just occasionally does.
Funnily enough.
VenusW taking charge.
Love 15.
Catching hold of the backhand, steaming in after.
Oh, she's really cracking the backhand.
Love 30.
Seems like she's back in it emotionally. I didn't hear her get a warning. She hit the ball into the crowd. I didn't. Did you hear one, Simon?
No. No. Wasn't really hard enough.
Came off the line.
Love 14.
So 3 break points to get one of these breaks back. Had 2 break points in Williams' last service game, came out empty.
Fifteen 14.
Ooh.
30 14.
It's quite a clean hit as well from Coco.
Yeah, I think she probably thought it was going to be good.
Yeah.
Use.
It's a big difference now with break points converted, isn't it? 3 of 3, Venus.
Yeah. 183 there. The fastest serve of the match, 114 miles an hour.
Use.
Interesting, nagging away with the slice that time.
Advantage underway.
It's actually beautifully carved out as well. I went really deep with the slice.
Excellent.
That was one long stride and a reach from Williams, but still it's hit really hard.
It's the longest game of the match. And if VenusW can win it, it might be important.
VenusW settles the call on the right.
I think it was all right.
The ball was called in.
And she's walking across.
Advantage Williams.
Not had much luck with their challenges. That's 3 wrong ones already in the match.
Oh, it's a wild second serve.
Advantage Williams.
So ace, double ace. What next?
No. It was a risky shot, that one. And Williams does hold, saves the break points. And has now won, what, 5 games in a row?
5 games to 1.
Goodness, the momentum shift's been pretty huge just lately. Yeah,
That wasn't on.
it really wasn't on. It was a wild swing at it. Okay, you can probably get away with it if you go cross court. There's more margin for error. No problem.
Got those cat's eyes on again today. Well, she might as well hit out now.
Well, I'll tell you what, it was just pure anger. It's quite a nice way to get rid of some of it. How far in was William standing for that?
It was the sabre.
I think there's only one person that can do that.
Yeah.
Love. Game.
Well, impressive. Does it amount to much? We shall see. At the moment, Williams seems to have her number as far as this set's concerned. She'll serve for it when you return. So, Venus Williams serving to take us into a deciding set here in this first semi-final.
Love.
Fair way to start. Both on 6 aces now.
Love.
But Williams is raining them down fairly consistently at the moment.
Yes.
6 of the 7 have come in this set.
Well, we haven't seen one of those for a while from VenusW either.
30-15. 32.
Sounded like a slight miss hit from Williams.
No. It's comfortably in. A real aberration from Williams there.
Didn't see it at all.
30-40.
She did exactly the right thing. She was really probing away on this backhand side. And, oh, this was well within her compass.
Oh my goodness, way in. Sure about the fist pump from Coco.
Well, she went for broke.
Use.
Bit of top spin would have been nice.
Yeah.
Let for service. Advantage Williams.
So here is set point for the number 13 seed. Yeah. Devastating power. Just clinging on to her chances of doing something in this set.
Turned on the turbo power there, I think, Van der Wey. The way she was striking that off the backhand.
Just got the line. Another ace. And they're proving mighty useful at the moment. Second set point. Huge serving from Venus Williams. And using all her experience to turn this around. After an hour and 38 minutes, we're locked together at 1-all. So there are the stats. Williams really serving well at the clutch there. So on the spot straight away, Joe.
Yeah.
Is Williams' experience going to drag her through this one?
It looks probable now. I don't know. I think that Coco just be pleased that set's over, and I can see her coming back quite strongly because she's serving first in this set. I mean, those stats have just completely switched round. Now it's Williams' turn to hit more winners than unforced errors, and Van der Wey just went out of that a bit.
But the other stat that's key, of course, Williams getting 2 out of 2 on break points, 0 out of 7
Yeah.
for Coco.
Huge, isn't it? Got to take it. when it's there. I mean, this is fascinating. Who knows? There's so much on it. I mean, for Venus, you know, to be in this situation again after so many years, there must be some tension, surely, of trying to get the win. And Coco's first semi-final and all that. That happens in your head when it's so new to you and you're trying to just get your emotions right for it.
For both of them, you never know. I mean, Venus has talked about carrying on for, you know, until she stops enjoying it.
Yes.
But this may be the last chance she gets of a Grand Slam final or a Grand Slam win.
Exactly.
And for Coco, young though she is, you know, what does the future hold? She's there. It's within her grasp. She's a set away from a Grand Slam final. In the third round against Jeannie Bouchard, she dropped the second set, came back with a very tight third set, and she won it.
Yes. No, I still think it's possible for Coco. It's fascinating on the women's side at the Grand Slams that the last 15 Grand Slams have produced a first-time semi-finalist. How about that?
Yes.
And Conta here a year ago was one of them.
So back comes VenusW. Yeah, Madison Keys unseeded the year before, so third successive year an unseeded player's made the last four.
Time.
But does it end here? So it's Australia Day, but it's all American at the moment. And after an hour and 42 minutes in to set number 3.
Final set. VenusW to serve.
No, didn't move quite quick enough for that, and it's really frustrating her. Yes, well, demonstrating what she didn't do. Let's just take probably one more stride towards the ball.
Some chances here.
Sometimes very extravagant from VenusW.
Second service.
Oh, it must have been right on the line. Beautiful. Great footwork to get into position.
30-14.
And it's break point, and she's been lethal on break point. She's 3 out of 3, Venus. Oh, not that time. Even she couldn't reach it.
Crunch serve.
Use. Advantage, Williams.
Wasteful. 7th double. And she did it once again in style.
First game, final set.
And Williams hits the front now.
Just looking a bit more secure, Williams, the way she's hitting the ball and looking down the court and picking the mark where she wants to hit it. And she doesn't look at all flustered. Well, she hardly ever does, but she's been here how many times? Semi-finals of Grand Slams.
Well, she did look a little edgy in the first, what, 10 minutes?
Yes. But she's, as I said, she's worked her way through it. You know, she can solve problems out there on the court. Yeah, they're trying to give her energy at the moment. Underway supporters.
Yeah, much better work on the backhand from the younger American.
Love 15.
I really feel this is all going to come down to Coco's character now, what she can bring out of herself, the positive side of it.
Ooh, it's set up and asked to be hit.
15 all.
Only her third double fault in the match.
Oh no, that ball toss was all wrong.
Oh.
That doesn't surprise me at all.
15, 14.
This does sometimes happen in matches for Venus on the serve.
Well, she served so well. It was a big influence in her taking the second set, but now really up against it. 2 break points. Another missed opportunity.
That's just got to play with your mind, hasn't it? She'll be aware how many break points.
If she doesn't break here, the tide might really go rushing in. Huge point. And a huge serve wins it.
Yeah, built up beautifully to that serve, sorted out the ball toss, got it exactly right.
Advantage, Williams.
Yeah. Well, Van der Wey's got to get that forehand working hard and deep. It's finally balanced now, isn't it?
It really is a toss-up. And now the serve seems to be working okay.
Advantage, Williams.
Well, that may turn out to be a pivotal game in the match. 2 break points for Van der Wey to break back, but no. Williams serving well when it mattered after serving and got her into a pickle.
Yes, she did. Kept her cool there, Venus. Very good. I just feel Coco at the moment actually needs to unleash a little bit of herself, her temperament. It usually drives her on. She's gone a little bit into herself, a bit down at the moment.
She's dwelling on the chances that she's missed.
Oh, we heard a muted come on.
Oh, timed that perfectly.
30 love.
That was sweet off the racket. The wind up for it, and then the launch.
Love. Net for service. Game underway.
Much more solid game from Van der Wey. And that form could launch her back into this match. It's 2-1.
Time.
We're still on Venus's side as far as the likeliest outcome of this match is concerned.
Yeah, I think so. Just feel that Coco's just got to raise standards of energy, getting onto it, obviously connecting well, and I think that Williams is just canny enough at the moment that she's going to get herself through this.
Yeah, there have been long periods in this match where Van der Wey was, well, really outplaying her, and only Venus's serve kept her afloat, but Van der Wey not able to take advantage. Only one break point out of breakpoint 1 out of 13 tells its own tale. 2-1 Williams. Ooh, she's volleyed so well.
Yeah.
That was a shocker.
No, she ran into it. There wasn't any balance.
No.
Oh, yes.
That was nicely taken, moving forward.
13-15.
Inch perfect, the volley.
That was tricky. And then she comes striding in, Venus. Look at that shoulder height. Lovely. Very loud at the moment as well, Venus.
15.
Imposing herself.
And you can understand it. Hasn't been in a Grand Slam final for nearly 8 years. In that time, other players have taken charge, mostly her sister.
Yeah.
Now, she's so close to being back in the biggest time of tennis.
So exciting for her. She says she's trying to live the dream at the moment, Venus. I think she's having the time of her life after all she's been through.
Yeah, she's been a massive supporter of Serena. But there's nothing quite like doing it yourself.
Love 15.
8th double fault.
think we need to see the fiery Coco, not the sort of depressed Coco that we're seeing.
This is a danger, of course, in having missed out on all those break points, that she's down there thinking, I'm blowing this.
Yeah.
30.
And Venus will do everything she can to reinforce that point.
Word, please.
Yeah, well measured.
15-13.
Needs a huge percentage of first serves right now.
Not good off the racket, obviously.
Really taking her time. Yeah, good serving. Got to try and stay in touch.
40-30.
Oh, lovely hitting. Oh, while there's life, there's hope. And she played her best game of the set right there. But Vanderway still trails Williams by a 3-2 and a break. Been a pro for the best part of 9 years, Coco Vanderway. This is the high point of her career. Good signs in that last game. Can she take Venus to the brink?
Love 15.
Still a bit more purposeful from Coco at the moment.
Mm. Venus's fastest serve of the match, 184. 114 miles an hour.
Let's first service.
The adrenaline's really pumping now.
Out.
Oh, yeah, just so desperately wants that to be in.
30-15.
No, she's missed that. After such a good return. Unforgivable, really.
Yeah. Well, she obviously feels it has to be that good, right on the line. Otherwise, Venus is going to get it. Again, winds up. I mean, she's hit a fair few of these for winners. She has to keep going for it.
Good defence from Williams, but found their way with a crisp volley to finish.
40,
She really has made a lot of very good-looking volleys in this match. Goes forward to it.
Into double figures on aces. That's the first of the set.
Williams leads 4 games.
She's 2 games away from the final.
I mean, will there be some tension for Venus? This is so exciting for her too.
Well, we saw her reaction when she got through to this match.
Oh, it's incredible what she's achieved.
All those dark times when she found it difficult to get out of bed, let alone play. Fly past on Australia Day. No nerves there.
Brilliant. Too good.
Love 15.
Precise, clear thinking.
Just pushing a little too hard.
Looked all over the place with the ball toss.
They're working hard for it, and she needs them right now. I thought she was going to miss that one.
So did I. Thought that was going to fly out. Caught the back of the line.
She is letting fly.
Oh. Could she just hang in here?
30 all.
Yes, because as we've outlined, so much rides on this for Venus in her career. Great serving. And that's the character we want to see. And if she can continue that, she is not out of this. 4-3, Williams. By the way, there was a great shot of Craig Carden, who's been around the block, rising to his feet, urging on Coco. He knows she has the firepower to do it. If they land, she can still turn this around, even at this juncture.
Yeah, I like the reaction from VenusW. She has got to get it going. She's bouncing around now.
Williams has got to stay strong.
Great shot from Williams. Laying it on.
15 love.
Fifth double in the match. Confident volley.
A good close of the net. I thought maybe the lob was on. She rather hurried to the shot. She rather pushed it.
Oh, yes. What a strike that was.
Just haven't seen it for a while, have we? But she's so dynamic in the first set with that forehand. She can keep making it work. This could get very interesting.
She was on the move as Williams was setting up. There's the answer.
40-30. Let for service.
That's not very helpful, is it? Shouting out.
Please.
Oh, didn't she do so well after that long wait to produce a serve like that? And now she's a game away from her first Grand Slam final in close on 8 years.
Well, that was world-class attitude there from Williams. She had to hesitate into that serve. Two coaches getting very animated.
Well, I think the Williams camp know the threat still that VenusW poses. Saw it in her last service game.
Love 15.
It's just been the shot, hasn't it, for Van der Wey? That backhand she can't quite keep control of. Too flat.
All.
83 out wide.
Hmm. 15-13.
That's going to hurt. Horrible in this game.
Let her service.
This is not the pressure she wants to put on Venus, who may get there without having to serve for it. 2 points for the final.
15-14.
Never in doubt.
No. 10th ace. Needs another.
Oh, I thought maybe Van der Wey's backhand might crack, but it didn't. A lot of noise from Williams.
Van der Wey's making her way. Now she is putting on a bit of pressure. Great return. There was nothing Van der Wey could do about it.
Yeah. Fantastic.
Advantage Williams.
Racket back so early.
Very nearly head height, but she used all of her 6'1" there. 3 1/3 match point.
Oh,
Ferocious hitting.
it was. Kind of knocked Williams back.
Oh, it's out. She's going to challenge it. It looked close.
Yeah, not sure.
Williams has moved straight across as if she really believes this is out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Advantage Williams. Vanderway has 2 challenges remaining.
The 4th match point for Venus Williams. There it is. The long wait is over. Just look at her. Welcome back to the biggest time in tennis. Venus Williams is in the final here. 14 years after the last time she made it through to the final.
That's the most brilliant celebration I've ever seen. How wonderful.
So natural. Justification. Coco Vanderway leaves. She gave it her best shot, just wasn't able in the end to push Venus to the brink, but she's got nothing to berate herself for.
No, not at all. I mean, she fought hard. She really did. She's improved so much, but disbelief.
She started with cat's eyes, and now she's wide-eyed. Wide-eyed in wonderment. All that time, waiting, supporting her sister, but just hoping against hope that one day it would be her day again. Here she is with Renee Stubbs.
Venus Williams, first of all, congratulations. 2009, your last Grand Slam final at Wimbledon. Last time in the final here, 2003. I don't think I need to. Can you describe what is going through your mind right now and what this means to you?
Oh my gosh, it means so much, mostly because she played so well. I mean, she played so unbelievable, and I had to play defense the whole time, it felt like. And, you know, when you're playing against a player and it's easier work, then you feel like, oh my gosh. But here she played so well, and there was never a moment of relaxation ever. So to be able to get to the final through a match like this, I'm excited about American tennis as well.
Venus, I was sort of one of the next questions was that you're playing against these players that are, you know, obviously younger than you. Not that you're old, but Coco has said and has stated publicly that you were one of her idols growing up. I mean, it's crazy to think now that you're having to play against in the semi-final. What does that mean, of course, for American tennis and what your legacy?
It means so much because growing up, all I wanted was to have an opportunity to play these tournaments. But then you get here and then you have the opportunity to inspire other people. It's like, it's more than a cherry on top. It's more than I dreamed of.
You've been through so much. You've obviously won a lot, but explain to everyone in this crowd and around the world what was going through your mind in the last game.
I was like, oh my God, Venus, come on, this match point. You're supposed to win this one. But I have to give her credit for the courage that she had on this match point. She never stopped swinging, and I don't even remember what happened on the last one. I just know that now the match is over.
And your group up there, and the people that are not here, your parents that are not here, your mom and dad, they're back in the States, but your sister's up there, and David Witt, your longtime coach. What does it mean for you, for them?
I mean, we work hard. Everyone on this tour works hard, and everyone has their moment in the sun. Maybe mine has gone on a while, but I'd like to keep that going. I got nothing else to do, so let's keep it going.
Okay, so now that you've gone through the torture of having to get through that match and deal with the stress, now you have to watch the next match, which incredibly your little sister at 35 years of age is in another semi. Are you going to sit back and watch it?
It's an unbelievable thing to watch Serena Williams play tennis, I have to say. That girl she can hit the ball. She's such a competitor. It's unbelievable. So I would love to be out here, and I would, more than anything, love to see her cross the net for me on Saturday.
Well, Venus, we have been more than privileged for 2 decades to watch you and your little sister play, and I can speak for a lot of people to say how unbelievable it is to have you back in another Grand Slam final at 36 years old. Congratulations, Venus.
Thank you, guys. Love you.
Ladies and gentlemen, Venus Williams.
Yeah, a lot of people were thinking, you know what, she should pack it in. But she knew better.
Yeah, she did. She believed in herself, and she just loves it. You can see that quite clearly.
And completely endorsed her decision to keep on playing. Just fabulous. She can enjoy it now. She's still taking it in. It is great to watch, and it was super to witness.